Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, this channel is dedicated to English improvement, IELTS preparation, and study abroad guidance. This is IELTS Class 01, and today we are starting our complete IELTS course. In this class, we are going to build your foundation, because without a strong foundation, it is very difficult to score a good band in IELTS. Before we move to strategies, tricks, and practice tests, you must clearly understand what IELTS actually is, why it is required, and which type of IELTS you should take. So let's begin. What is IELTS? IELTS stands for International English Language Testing System. It is one of the most popular and widely accepted English proficiency tests in the world. IELTS is designed to check how well you can understand, speak, read, and write in English. This test is specially created for people who want to study abroad, work in an English-speaking country, or migrate to another country. IELTS does not test your intelligence. IELTS does not test how educated you are. IELTS only tests how effectively you can use English in real-life situations. That's why many students feel, I know English, but IELTS is still difficult. The reason is simple. IELTS English is practical, not theoretical. Who conducts IELTS? IELTS is jointly conducted by British Council, IDP, IELTS Australia, Cambridge English. These organizations ensure that the test is fair, standardized, and internationally recognized. IELTS scores are accepted in more than 140 countries and by universities, immigration authorities, employers, professional bodies. So when you take IELTS, you are not preparing for a local exam. You are preparing for a global standard test. Now, let's answer a very common question. Why do we need IELTS? IELTS for study abroad. If you want to study in countries like UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Europe, USA, many universities, you must prove that you can study in English. Universities want to be sure that you can understand lectures, you can read academic books, you can write assignments and essays, you can participate in discussions. IELTS is used as proof of your English ability. Most universities ask for overall band 6.0 to 7.0 with minimum bands in each module. Without IELTS, your admission can be rejected even if your academic record is strong. IELTS for work. Many students think IELTS is only for study. That is not true. IELTS is also required for jobs and professional registration. If you want to work abroad, employers need to know, can you communicate with clients? Can you understand instructions? Can you write reports and emails? That's why IELTS is often required for job applications, professional licenses, workplace communication proof. In many cases, IELTS is the first step toward an international career. IELTS for immigration. IELTS plays a very important role in immigration systems, especially for countries like Canada, Australia, UK, and New Zealand. Immigration points are often given based on your IELTS band score. Higher IELTS score equals higher immigration points. Many students fail their immigration plans only because of low IELTS bands. So IELTS is not just an exam, it can change your future direction. General training versus academic IELTS. Now, let's talk about one of the most confusing topics for beginners. Which IELTS should I take, academic or general training? IELTS Academic. IELTS Academic is for students who want to study at a university, apply for higher education, enroll in professional courses. Academic IELTS focuses on academic reading passages, data analysis in writing, graphs, charts, tables, and formal language. If your goal is bachelor's, master's, PhD, professional qualification, IELTS Academic is for you. IELTS General Training is for people who want to migrate, work abroad, or apply for permanent residence. General IELTS focuses on daily life English, workplace situations, and informal and semi-formal writing. If your goal is immigration, work visa, PR, then IELTS General Training is for you. What is the same in both tests? Many students think academic and general are completely different. That's not true. In both academic and general IELTS, listening is the same, speaking is the same, band system is the same, scoring criteria are the same. The main difference is in reading and writing task 1. Everything else remains the same. A very common mistake is, I will take academic IELTS even though I need general. This is dangerous. Always choose IELTS based on your goal, not based on difficulty level. Both tests are equally challenging in their own way. IELTS band system explained. One of the most important things every IELTS student must understand is the band system. IELTS does not give marks like 60%, 70%, or 80%. Instead, IELTS uses a band scale from 0 to 9. What does the band score mean? Each band represents your level of English proficiency. Band 9, expert user. Band 8, very good user. Band 7, good user. Band 6, competent user. Band 5, modest user. Band 4 and below, limited user. Most universities and immigration programs require band 6.0 to 7.0 overall. But remember, IELTS is not only about overall band. Each module score also matters. For example, overall 6.5, but writing 5.5. This can still cause rejection. How is the overall band calculated? IELTS has 4 modules: listening, reading, writing, speaking. Each module is scored from 0 to 9. Your overall band score is the average of all 4 modules. For example, listening 7.0, reading 6.5, writing 6.0, speaking 6.5. Average equals 6.5 overall. IELTS round scores like this: 6.25 to 6.5, 6.75 to 7.0. Important truth about band scores. Many students think, I must speak like a native speaker to get Band 7. This is not true. Band 7 does not require a perfect accent. It requires clear communication, good grammar control, relevant vocabulary, logical answers. This course is designed to help you move from Band 5 or 6 to Band 7 plus step by step. Now, let's understand the structure of the IELTS exam. IELTS consists of 4 modules: listening, reading, writing, speaking. Listening, reading, and writing are taken on the same day, one after another. Speaking can be on the same day or on a different day. Now let's discuss each module briefly. Listening module, total sections 4. Total questions 40. Total time 30 minutes. Extra time 10 minutes for the paper-based test. Listening is the same for academic and general IELTS. Structure of listening. Section 1, daily life conversation. Section 2, one speaker, monologue. Section 3, academic discussion, multiple speakers. Section 4, academic lecture. The difficulty increases step by step. Key things students must remember. Audio is played only once. Spelling matters, singular and plural matter. Answers must match the word limit. Listening is often the highest scoring module if practiced correctly. Reading module, total passages 3, total questions 40, total time 60 minutes, no extra time. Reading is different for academic and general training. Academic reading, long academic passages, formal language, topics related to science, history, research. General reading, daily life texts, workplace materials, advertisements, notices, and emails. Writing module. Writing is considered the most difficult module for many students. Total tasks 2. Total time 60 minutes. Task 1, academic, graphs, charts, tables, maps, processes. General, letter writing. Time recommended 20 minutes. Task 2, essay writing. Same for academic and general. Time recommended 40 minutes. Task 2 carries more marks, so it needs special attention. Why students lose marks in writing, common reasons, weak structure, off-topic answers, grammar mistakes, limited vocabulary. In this course, we will focus on structure first, then language. Speaking module. Many students feel nervous about speaking, but let me tell you something. Speaking is not about memorized answers. It is about natural communication. Total time 11 to 14 minutes. Face-to-face interview with an examiner. Speaking parts. Part 1, Introduction and Interview. Part 2, Cue card. Part 3, Discussion. Speaking is also the same for academic and general IELTS. What examiners check in speaking? Examiners check fluency and coherence, vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, not accent, not speed, not memorization. For your convenience, we have pinned this syllabus on our Instagram account, so you can check it anytime. You can find the link to our Instagram account in the description. What's next? In IELTS Class 02, we will start with listening module in detail, listening strategies, common mistakes, how to score Band 7+ in listening. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and share this course with friends. Your support helps us complete this course successfully.